You need to watch this if you struggle with trust in relationships. Before we dive into Rachel's story, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing tales. Rachel Banda was a master manipulator. At only 25, she had woven a web of deceit so intricate it would make your head spin. She was beautiful, yes, but it was her cunning that truly ensnared her victims. This is the story of how she juggled two lives, two loves, and two devastating truths. Rachel was dating two men at the same time. She'd spend 1 week with Isaac, showering him with affection and attention. The next week, it was Francis's turn. She kept their worlds separate, her phone a carefully curated gallery of lies. Isaac saw pictures of romantic dinners, while Francis received selfies from girls' weekends. She told herself it was harmless, that both men made her happy in their own way. But deep down, Rachel knew she was playing a dangerous game. A game with consequences she couldn't even begin to imagine. Isaac was a hard-working mechanic with calloused hands and a heart of gold. He was smitten with Rachel, her laughter music to his ears. He dreamed of building a life with her, a future filled with children and Sunday picnics. Francis, a successful lawyer, was captivated by Rachel's beauty and charm. He lavished her with gifts, taking her on exotic vacations. He saw her as a sophisticated woman, a perfect match for his ambitious lifestyle. They were two sides of the same coin. Both good men, both deeply in love with a woman who didn't deserve their love. Blinded by their feelings, they failed to see the cracks in Rachel's facade, the subtle inconsistencies that hinted at a darker truth. Then came the bombshell. Rachel was pregnant. Panic surged through her. This wasn't part of the plan. But like the skilled con artist she was, Rachel quickly turned the situation to her advantage. She told Isaac the baby was his, her eyes filled with love and anticipation. He was overjoyed, already picking out baby names. Meanwhile, she fed Francis the same lie, tailoring her story to his desire for a family. The charade continued for 9 long months. Rachel juggled doctor's appointments, strategically timing her calls and visits to each man. She spun elaborate tales of morning sickness and cravings, all the while praying her web of lies wouldn't unravel. The phone call. Isaac uncovers the shocking truth. The truth has a way of revealing itself, doesn't it? And for Rachel, it came in the form of a simple phone call. Isaac, eager to share the news of his child's birth with someone, decided to call Francis. He thought they could be friends, these two men who loved the same woman. But fate, it seems, had other plans. When Francis answered, his voice filled with joy as he described his newborn son, Isaac's blood ran cold. The dates matched. The hospital matched. Everything matched. The world as Isaac knew it shattered. The woman he loved, the mother of his child, had been living a double life, betraying his trust in the most unimaginable way. Anger, hurt, and betrayal. A toxic cocktail surged through him. He would have answers. He would have justice. The case was taken to court. Will justice prevails? The courtroom showdown and Rachel's unraveling. The courtroom was tense, the air thick with anticipation. Isaac and Francis, once rivals for Rachel's affections, now stood united against her. The truth had come to light, and Rachel's carefully constructed world was crumbling around her. Lawyers argued, evidence was presented, and through it all, Rachel sat in the defendant's chair, her face pale and devoid of the charm that had once captivated two men. The judge, a stern woman with piercing eyes, saw right through her act. The verdict was swift and decisive. Rachel was guilty of fraud, emotional distress, and a whole host of other charges. Justice had prevailed, but at what cost? The lives of two good men, forever scarred by her deceit. And a child caught in the crossfire, innocent of the sins of his mother. Picking up the pieces, the aftermath and the weight of deceit. Life, as they say, goes on. But for Isaac, Francis, and the child caught in the middle, the road ahead was uncertain. Isaac, his heart broken, was left to pick up the pieces of his shattered dreams. He loved his child, but the resemblance to the woman who had betrayed him was a constant, painful reminder of her deceit. Is the two husband. But perhaps the greatest punishment was the knowledge of the pain she had inflicted, the trust she had shattered, and the love she had so carelessly thrown away. The moral of the story: deceit is a dangerous game. It might seem like a shortcut, a way to get what you want, but the consequences are always far greater than the reward. Honesty, however difficult, is always the best policy. Because in the end, the truth always has a way of coming out. Thanks for your time.